Hello, loyal viewers, and welcome to another episode of Off the Rack. I'm Sal.
And I'm Tiffany.
Oh boy, have we got a humdinger of a show for you today.
Really?
Energy's low, but the opinions and the quality is high, as always. And special announcements galore throughout this episode. So
yeah.
stick around.
Oh boy.
If you haven't already decided to do that with this live show.
You should.
This is a show where we take the past week's comic books and we review them for you. We also talk about the news from the world of comic books.
Yeah.
And then throughout the show, if you feel so inclined, you can sponsor the show by using SuperChats. If you're watching this on YouTube, which of course is the only place you can find this, unless you're listening on audio, in which case, give us a 5-star rating if you can. But otherwise, watching the show live on YouTube, give us a Super Chat. And you can ask a question or make a comment. We'll read it here on the show, and it'll be part of it forever. We're going to dedicate a whole segment of the show just to reading those. So don't worry, we will get to your question if it is in the form of a Super Chat. And that's only to allow for sponsorships and the lights to continue to be on. But yeah, and then we'll recommend comics that are coming out this week that we think you should check out.
Yeah.
A lot going on, folks.
Yes.
Not just in the world, outside your door, but also in the world of comics.
That's right.
Specifically, New York Comic Con is happening this week. I'm unprepared.
Are you?
Just woefully unprepared.
Are you?
Do I look prepared? Do I sound prepared?
I mean,
Does
I
it
don't know.
seem like I'm in any way prepared?
I don't know.
Well,
There's a full
full
moon.
disclosure, I'm not.
There's a full moon tonight.
That explains a lot.
So the Cap Wolves are really happy.
That's great. Yeah, that's right. And if you missed it or skipped it, like a third of our audience did, check out last week's back issues because it was great and a really funny classic episode. I even spent extra money to make it even more fun and immersive. So there you have it. But yeah, New York Comic Con is happening this week.
That's right.
More than a couple of us are going to be there.
Yeah. That is correct.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
You'll be there.
I will be there.
Ben and Ethan will be there at some indeterminate time.
Ben, I know, is going to be Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and Friday. And Ethan, who the hell knows?
We'll find out.
We will find out. But you won't until you see him.
What? No.
Well, there's no way to tell them.
I feel like it's going to be Saturday.
That makes sense.
I'm feeling Saturday for Ethan.
I think it's more like Friday.
I don't know.
I don't
Place your bets.
Right. When or
Place
if.
your bets on what day Ethan will be coming.
That's right. That's right.
To New York Comic Con. I was like, to ComicPop. I'm like, wait, no, we're ComicPop.
Yeah.
He'll be with us on Wednesday.
That's right.
Hopefully.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I got to shoot that. But yeah, a little under the weather. But don't let that discourage you.
Yeah. You decided to get the con crud out of the way ahead of time.
Yeah. Why not?
No, it'll be good. It means your immune system will be high.
Is that how that works? That's not how that works.
No, it is.
I think that I'll just be sick.
No.
And then when I'm, not sick, my immune system will just be more under threat. But we'll see.
What? No. Like all your white blood cells are surging to help protect you from this.
All right. Well, let's hope that's true.
I watched Cells at Work.
You want what?
Cells at Work.
Cells?
Yeah. It was an anime. About cells in the body. It's very informational.
I know exactly what you're
talking about. It's very educational.
Somehow.
Yeah, that's right. You do.
Before we get into it, obviously New York Comic Con's coming up. If you're going to be there, we hope to see you.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to try and work out like a meet and greet each day, just to kind of make sure that we catch you. If you want to know, if you're interested, you're so inclined, check out the posts on this channel and or ComicPop. There's a little community tab above the video where it says posts, and just click that. You'll actually find a plethora of other updates and information up there. But yeah, we try to give you up to the day, up to the minute updates about what's happening there.
That's right.
So if you're like, I don't know where they are, and I'm at New York Comic Con, I'm only here one day, check the posts. That's the best way to get your up-to-the-minute info.
Yes.
But yeah, we'll figure that out, and we'll put the schedule up, so you know. But I'm going to try and pick a central location, some kind of big booth. Think an Artist Alley, maybe the front, when you go down the escalators, and then that front booth.
That is daring.
Is it?
On Saturday. All right.
I don't know what to tell you.
I love it. I'm excited.
It doesn't sound like
I'm
it.
excited.
You are exciting. You're an exciting person.
Thank you.
So, in addition to that, I'm also going to be moderating a panel.
Yes, you are for IDW for
right.
Ninja Turtles.
I'm going to be chatting Ninja Turtles, folks, over at the special booth, which actually, if you want all the information, it's pinned in the chat right now. You can see when and if, or when and where that's happening.
Yeah, it's in room 1C03 on Friday at 5:15.
That's right. So after all of your conning on Friday, you can just go right over to that panel wing.
That's a good time.
It is a good time.
It's a good time. It's like
it's not going to compete with anything else.
No, you should go.
Yeah, you go over there. You'll see there'll be fewer people. It'll be more comfortable.
There'll be a lot of people there.
Well, yes,
for the panel.
No, but I'm saying like when you get to that big wing,
compared to the floor,
you get off the floor. You get up that daunting escalator, or take the elevator if you want to wait. And just go up to 1CO3 on 5:15 on Friday, and you'll catch me moderating some amazing folks from the Ninja Turtles Creative Summit from IDW, of course. By the way, in that same vein, there should be some updates about Ninja Turtles that you need to know that I have exclusive information about. Ninja Turtles 13, the start of Gene Luen Yang and Freddie E. Williams III's run, it's actually been moved up. The pre-order deadline has been moved up a week to October 13th.
Oh boy.
So next week,
yes.
October 13th, you have until then to pre-order TMNT 13, the beginning of the brand new IDW run. You only have to wait. You only have 1 week left to pre-order the series, and the reason is actually pretty good. Apparently, order projections are way higher than anticipated. So, they want to make sure that they accommodate. So
exactly
in 1 week, you'll have no more time left to pre-order TMNT 13 from IDW. So check that out if you are inclined to do that. If you like to pre-order your books, which of course you should, because that's the best way to keep your books alive. So yeah, check that out.
Do it. Or else is kind of what it sounded like I was saying.
Right.
That's not what I meant.
I should say that, you might find in print it says something else. But no, you have a full week to order or pre-order Ninja Turtles 13 from Young and Williams. In fact, you might be so inclined because you caught Williams' interview last week, which was awesome to have him here. And so if you haven't already seen that, if you're like, what? Check out that episode.
This is going to be in a super chat later on, but I'm going to ask it now just in case that person's not here because this is pertinent information.
Oh, yeah.
But we can also ask it later on to celebrate the super chat.
Naturally.
Are you going to be signing copies of Terminator if people bring them to you?
If anybody brings me a copy of Terminator, I will sign it. I will caution you to bring a marker, but I'm also going to try and make sure that every day I have at least 2 Sharpies on me at all times so that I can accommodate anybody who's interested. We are now, through the Looking Glass people, 2 days from now will be the 1-year anniversary to the release of my debut in the comic book industry, much to the chagrin, I'm sure, of many commenters. But no, I'm proud. I'm very thrilled. I'm humbled. And I want to thank a special guest or special person, AJ, my co-host on the Dorkly podcast, This Week in Nerd History. She remembered and reminded me.
I freaking love that. She is a delight.
She had it all written down, and I was like, wow, really? I just didn't think of it. But yeah, it's been 1 year since I wrote a backup for a major publication from one of my favorite IPs of all times.
That's right.
So I want to thank Dynamite for giving me that opportunity. That was a rare and humbling experience that I will not soon forget.
It's amazing.
It is. It is amazing. I appreciate it. And thank you very much, especially to you for supporting me all the way, but also to our audience for making that book sell as well as it did during the time when I was writing it. So thank you so much for that, because it really was up to you guys. It really was your support that made that happen. So yeah. New York Comic Con, Terminator, Ninja Turtles pre-order.
Heck yeah.
Any other news? Any other things to talk about? Let's hear it.
Got a couple of things.
Well, lay it on me, Cole Porter. Sing it up.
Happy birthday to moderator Danielle. Today is her birthday. I don't even know if she's here. She really should have the night off.
She should have the night off, but she is also a professional.
Well, if she's not here, that's fine too. But I just wanted to give a shout out. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Danichu.
That's right.
Because today's officially the birthday.
Officially the birthday.
Yeah.
Officially. I put an H in front of that.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's funny. We with regards to the ComicPop birthdays, there's only one that I've always omitted, and it's Ethan. Yeah. And I've actually talked to him about it, and he's like, I appreciate that. Yes. Like, so Ethan birthday is left out. We don't really talk about it.
We thought about coming up with a random birthday for Ethan. Like a fake birthday.
Because Ethan doesn't like his birthday.
He doesn't like it. Well, I mean, I don't think he just likes his birthday in general.
No, he loves.
But I'm just saying, like, we've thought about making him a fake birthday.
Yeah, we're thinking like.
So now we need like double polls. What day do you think Ethan's coming to New York Comic Con? And what day should be Ethan's fake birthday?
What should be Ethan's birthday? What if you had to pick Ethan's birthday? What date?
What would you? What does he feel like to you?
And leave out the years. We don't need to know how old he is.
Just a day.
Just the day.
Just the day and
the month and day.
Perhaps the zodiac sign. What zodiac sign does Ethan strike you as?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
I think a Taurus.
I think like the sleeves on the shirt are big.
Well, you are wearing a man's t-shirt.
They're not big enough, and I feel like I need them to be larger.
Well, then you'd be more like a wizard or like an art teacher with their smock on.
What's wrong with being? I'm sorry. You acted like being a wizard was something I'm not trying to achieve every day of my life.
Then we have no fewer than 2 wizard hats here in the studio.
Yeah, but I gotta start with. I need the this. I'm wearing the hat. That's the other thing.
That's fair.
Look at this hat.
Hey, speaking of hats,
you've never seen this hat.
This hat
you've never seen
is very special because we've never had this hat before. You might be surprised. You might think, wait, whoa. About a little more than a year ago, last July, you guys promoted these hats. They were heather gray in the ComicPop shop. Isn't that what that is? Your eyes do not deceive you. These are black hats. But don't let that discourage you from the, pop culture euphemism of being a bad guy. White hats, black hats.
Oh, sure.
These are dope and cool. And they are black. I think originally, it's actually funny, I looked through my previous orders and we did order black hats. And they gave us gray. Because when I ordered the new ones, they were like, no problem. You already had the black hats. And I'm like, it's a funny thing about that. And actually, could you make sure that they are black this time? I actually was really happy with how the gray turned out.
Yeah,
they were very.
I thought we did pick the gray.
Maybe we did.
I did.
Well, but their records said that they already had them in black.
Well, then their records are incorrect. I think we picked gray. I think we were like, we should do something different.
We did, but you know what? These are dope. If you would like to get one of these hats, we made them available to our patrons early. That's one of the many perks. When I say many, I mean 2. That you can get from joining patreon.com/comicpop is early access. We've actually sold 4 beanies because we also brought the beanies back. No,
I don't like that word. I don't know why.
Well, you know what we could call it?
What?
A wool cap?
No, it's because it's not wool. That's a lie.
No, it's true.
That's a lie.
But it looks great.
Lies.
And I actually love it. And I keep ordering them because I'm just such a fan of them. But those are available. Go to comicpopshop.com right now, and you will get access to not just this smashing hat that Tiffany's wearing right now. Not that one specifically, but one just like it.
No, you can't have my hat. This is my hat. I'm sweating. I sweat in this hat.
Yeah.
This is my
sweat. May
hat.
appeal to some people. I think some people might want that.
I don't think you do.
They're like, Sal put it on. I want him to sweat it. He looks like he sweats a lot.
That would be the person.
I appreciate that.
I come from a long line of sweaty people. I think I sweat more than anyone on the.
I don't know about that.
I really think I do.
I don't think so.
Long line. Very sweaty human beings.
Aren't you all?
Aren't you
watch a live show?
Aren't you glad you're here?
Now that being said, of course, this is recorded for posterity. So even if you don't watch the show live,
you can catch it later. Me being a wizard and just a sweaty wizard. Just a sweaty wizard.
Sweaty behatted wizard.
Yeah.
But yeah, so go to comicpopshop.com, pick up yourself one of these dope hats.
Pick up yourself, first of all.
Pick up yourself by your bootstraps. The only way you're going to survive. But get yourself a dope ball cap or snapback, as they're referred to in the store, and a beanie or a beanie. Apologies, we don't have stickers. We're out of them. But we will get more in the future, and those will be announced on some other future episode of Off the Rack where you can get them.
Yeah.
But right now, these are enough. I'll tell you this. We sold a quarter of our inventory just from Patreon alone for the beanies. Those are almost all gone. We like to keep a reduced. We like to set our expectations really low over here at ComicPop.
What?
Well, when you do things for 12, when you do this show for 12 years and you only have 130,000 subscribers, you want to really set your sights and your expectations, just below the bars. That way, you're never really that disappointed. But hey,
well, when you're in a mood, the mood.
You know what just occurred to me? We have these dope replica pumpkin bombs from Spider-Man 1 from 2002. We should keep them on the set.
On this set? No way. They go off. No. You put something down on the table in just the wrong way, that thing goes off.
It's just if you put it down with any pressure whatsoever.
It literally goes off. And then you just listen to the whole thing, which
Also,
they're great looking.
They're great
but
looking.
there's no way to stop him from laughing at you.
I don't
need that in my life.
Every single version of the explosion from Pumpkin Bomb results in a Willem Dafoe sound alike laughing.
I just don't need it in my life constantly. Would you like me to go get one of them?
I would love for you to get at least one, but we do have two because you get one Pumpkin Bomb. No. You need at least a couple of Pumpkin Bombs. So yes, we do have two. They don't come two in a set, by the way, which they should.
No, I ordered you two.
You ordered me 2 Pumpkin Bombs, and so here they are. Gorgeous.
I really had to not
look at these things. They are awesome. Hashtag not sponsored. These are gorgeous Pumpkin Bombs. Look exactly like you imagine.
The light of
yeah, you are the whitest.
I am the white right now.
Yeah, Tiffany the White, as opposed to any other day. Yeah, check this out. You hit the button. Oh. There you go. You also make sure there's a great long delay between the explosion and when he laughs. So it's like... There he goes again. Oh, you know why this didn't turn on? There's no batteries in it. I only put batteries in that one.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't handle 2 Willem Dafoe's laughing.
You can't just have 2 of them doing their thing.
These are great. Love these.
Yeah, I'm not going to toss mine around.
I actually need to get... they sell them at collector shops. They have baseball displays.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little baseball display. Enough of that. Enough silliness. Let's get to the comics, folks. Starship Godzilla #1 from Chris Gooch.
Was that all of our news? Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah.
Well, hopefully we have a bunch of orders over at comicpopshop.com.
Yeah. By the way, also, what kind of content do you want to see from New York Comic Con from us?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What kind of content would you like to see? And then tell me also what platform you want it on.
Yeah, probably this. I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube,
I'm just saying, are you looking for post-con wrap up? Are you looking for socials, random stuff we see?
Daily updates kind of thing. I should have thought about that. Let's workshop that here on the show.
What? Why would
I'll throw out a couple of books. So one of the thoughts I had was that I would record periodic updates that would normally be Instagram stories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, I'm over here at this booth and I'm doing this and look at all this cool stuff. But instead of making them Instagram stories initially, I'd record them, put them out like they were Instagram stories, but actually they are recorded video on my phone. And then at the end of the day, string them all together, put out one whole reel. That's the whole day.
Sure.
Because I noticed, you put out a story, maybe it's kind of fun and cool, gone.
Can't you get them?
You can get them, but no one's gonna do that. People don't even watch.
No, can't you get them?
Theoretically, but they have watermarks on. It's not clean.
People put out watermark videos all the time.
Not me, sister.
Oh, okay.
But I'll tell you what I do. Whoa, is Scott Snyder here today? But yeah, I just feel like that'd be kind of fun. And
maybe
because nobody can be effed to watch a reel, or rather a story. You see all those dots, all those stories. You look at the metrics on those sometime. Just no one watch. You watch the first one and you're like, all right, that's enough of that. Nobody watches the 4th story. I do. Yeah. Because you used to watch television programs with me. You can't.
No, all right. Sometimes I just kind of breeze through them.
Well, especially if
and then I'm whoa, what was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that?
So let us know a lot of things. You got a lot of homework to do.
What was that? Yeah, that's right. You're welcome. Do you know if Hassan is going?
I don't think so.
There you go. That's your answer.
I don't think so. I haven't heard from him. I will tell you that Rob Comics Explained is not going. He was going to, but he had some personal issues to deal with, so he won't be going, which is a damn shame.
Yeah.
Not just for his own bereavement, but also because I was looking forward to seeing Rob, hanging out with him.
Yeah,
Lord knows it was going to be ridiculous.
What?
Man,
now you're just gonna be stuck with us.
Yeah. Oh no. Now I get to hang out with my wife and best friends.
Yeah. Ben and I should bring the fart guns.
That's not a bad idea. Just keep them the hell away from me.
I mean, that's the other reason to bring them, is to keep them near you at all times.
That's fair. So Starship Godzilla #1 debuted finally from Chris Gooch and Oliver Ono, or Olivier Ono. This is Cowboy Bebop in the Godzilla universe. So if you like Cowboy Bebop,
I do.
and you want to imagine like instead of the
What?
ship,
The Bebop?
the Bebop.
Like you already said the word.
Yeah, I know. Instead of the Bebop, it's Mechagodzilla.
Oh, okay.
Like a family has made a life inside.
Like an actual family or a found family?
Found family, of course.
Ah, that's better.
Oh yeah, no, of course. Very fun, great art, terrific story, and just a really fun departure. Like it's unexpected. Everything that is in the Kaisei universe is unexpected, like the the Ground Zero Godzilla book. But this one is like joyful, fun, and clearly very anime inspired. I think you're gonna dig it if you like that kind of thing. But otherwise, check out.
If you
Starship
like
Godzilla.
joy,
like joy and like Godzilla, but also go like, why can't I have any like Bebop or anime influence in my Godzilla? Well, look no further. It's right here.
Yeah.
You jumping into the Ultimate Universe for a minute.
Yeah, where do you want to go?
Let's go here.
Love this for us. Ultimate X-Men number 28 dropped this week. Written and drawn by Peach Momoko. This is kind of why?
I'm sorry.
That was like so sarcastic. That was I wasn't prepared. I was not prepared
Neither
for
was
that
I.
level of sarcasm. Wow.
If you are.
Well, it was, and it looks great. So, you
Good.
know, you jerk. I was starting to wonder how this could possibly continue to run kind of once we
Finish
like,
the first arc.
where we're like, well, ta-da. And then it's like Peach has it under control. This could either run for 24 more issues or
24 more
issues. Whatever. Because at this point we're starting to pose the X-Men against humanity.
Oh no.
In a sense.
Classic.
Yes. And so we're seeing our X-Men hot off of the battle with the Children of the Atom. They've gotten Hisako back, right? Kageyama's still at large. We don't know where he is. Spoilers, he's going to be an issue in coming issues. The Emperor Yoshida has been like, listen, we got to do something about these mutant conflicts. It's not cool. And a lot of like the mutants are like, isn't he a mutant? Isn't the Sun Emperor a mutant too? Like,
yeah, what do you mean deal with it?
Right. And so like he's just playing people against other people. They've come to the realization that it's just like they were using Peach really takes an opportunity to really make sure we're all on the same page. They were taking mutants and experimenting on them to make them basically sort of like mutant super soldiers. And so it wasn't that they were making mutants, it's that they were giving mutants more
altering mutants.
Yes. And so, a lot of folks have some significant issues with that, including Cannon, who's like, I'm just gonna like rally my folks. We gotta fight back. We gotta cause problems. Nico notices Viper in the press conference with the Emperor, and it's just like, I know that woman. Takes a picture with her phone, and she's like, what do I know this woman? And she flashes back to being in the Children of the Atom and seeing her there. And so she starts to all tie it together that like the Children of the Atom were actually working for the government. Right now, it's all very conspiracy theory, but like obviously that's the reality of it, but they don't really have proof of any of this. And so when Cannon tries to act on that and cause a protest, the government doesn't react, except later on Viper shows up and like kicks Cannon's butt, but was told to not kill them.
Right.
Like don't do that.
Okay.
Because we don't want to like prove anybody right. That said, part of what they want to do, the Emperor of the Sun has declared a state of emergency within Hinokuni, and that they're going to institute rescript on mutants. And I was like,
what does that mean?
Are we doing what I think we're doing? It is a Mutant Registration Act.
Oh,
I was like, damn, girl. I love that.
That's great.
I freaking love that.
It's horrible.
It's horrible, but like, we have Peach Momoko, who is admittedly like she knows some stuff about certain elements within Marvel, but like because she's dealing with the Ultimate Universe, she can pull these larger ideas and make it her own. So kind of love this concept. And obviously it's going to turn a lot of folks who maybe were part of Children of the Atom and those who are just mutants, like either they're going to hide or they might end up joining up.
Oh yeah.
But like, so we're starting to like watch as this group that kind of started in a way where we're like, how could this possibly be the X-Men? Start to pull in some of those like larger
core ideas.
Yeah,
that the X-Men are.
Exactly. which I love. I really felt like the art in this particular issue was also quite excellent. And like I said, Kageyama is still a looming threat. And at the end, like we see like a couple of pages, which are just stunning. I don't know why I love when she does like a monochromatic image and then utilizes like one single color in the background. I think it's such a strength of hers for sure. Really liked this issue. Not a lot like happens in terms of like progressing, but like we do kind of like
we're advancing.
We are advancing for sure, but it's not like the character like, all right, we're gonna fix this now. It's like, no, we gotta like deal with the fallout. We need to understand where they are right now. We need to understand what the rest of like humanity thinks of them.
Sure.
So really dig it. And again, like I said, like sure, this could wrap up or this could keep going. I think she's really developed a world in which, regardless of what was happening in terms of who was in charge, that humanity like in that area is already kind of like, I don't know about these guys.
Well, they have a healthy dose of mutants in that world. In
Exactly. So 10 out of 10, great stuff. Lexicon tells us about October and what that means for Japan in terms of it being the month where the gods are absent. Because they have to go for like their big meeting, basically. And so she like draws like a little representation of the like gods, but then also draws like a representation of like Thor showing up along with like what looks like Venom. So it's like it's just cute. Just cute little thing. Love her lexicon stuff. But really like this book. Like I said, like I know it's a part of the greater Ultimate Universe. I do kind of love it. Just
being on its own, being in its own corner.
Being over here.
You love the corners of the Ultimate Universe because Black Panther's not far behind.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no issue right now. But still.
If Tiff read this as a newscaster, we'll just do that.
We've done that. Oh, we did it kind of.
Well, yeah, but like, in other news.
Yes. In other news. You also, well, you know what? I'll talk about this.
Yeah, do it up. What's this? My friend.
Amazing Spider-Man 13. Joe Kelly and I think Pepe Larraz. I don't remember. Sorry, folks.
Oh, did you see, by the way, I think it was at the end of maybe both issues?
Yes.
Or maybe it was the just the other. Yeah, it was at the end of both issues. Did you see that Marvel put in a thing about the Eisner Award Hall of Fame honorees?
No.
There was a little congratulations at the end of it, and I thought that was in good taste. Like,
it was.
Like well played there, in which they showed like a little splash page of people like John Romita Jr., Joe Maneely, Kyle Baker, and then a little list of other members as well who I guess are going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's great.
I'm not 100% on that, but I just like the fact that they put a celebration page.
Yeah, that's fun.
I thought that was very nice. We've seen a lot of obviously like in memoriam pages, and it's always sad, but it's actually nice to see them. I mean, I'm not saying don't honor them. Definitely honor an artist, a writer, or an editor who's passed. But it's nice to see them celebrate someone while they're still hopefully here
and can enjoy it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really nice.
That's right.
Anyway.
So this is only tangentially an Imperial tie-in in as much
as... I feel like should I have read this?
No.
Oh, okay.
More or less, they're like, they, in the previous story with Peter Parker, Pete's in space. He shacked up with this like big looming alien doctor who turns out was like tasked by, he rescues Peter off a derelict world that was like uninhabitable and promises to train him and make him stronger, whatever the hell that means. And then it turns out that doctor was doing experimentation on sentient life,
right,
which made Peter turn on him.
Yes.
The sentient life in question includes such characters as Symbi, a small Jeff the Shark-esque symbiote character, because that's working well, and Rocket Raccoon.
Well, I'd rather they did that than try to drag poor Jeff into it.
Oh, yeah, making Jeff into a symbiote, for example. But like, yeah, no, this is, it's fine. But yeah, Rocket's here, and basically they want to deal with this guy, this war criminal, and they're like, we're gonna kill him, and Pete's like, you can't because I'm here. Like, we don't kill people,
right? And
everyone in attendance is kind of like, there's no government right now.
Yeah.
Imperial.
Yep. That's right. There's nothing.
There's the tie.
It is.
Well, and also it's in space.
Yes, it's a mess.
Yeah. So you're watching this crew, this ragtag team of space outlaws, basically use their contraband ship to bring all these stolen sentient beings, each of them to their planets, like returning them to their home, and fighting characters who might be on the way. Like one member of the Black Order shows up and Pete fights him. It's like, this is great. I think if Kelly had led with this, like this issue is what Spider-Man should feel like all the time,
Mm-hmm.
where it's fresh, it's different, it's unexpected, but not out of character.
Mm-hmm.
It is, it'll ruffle feathers in as much as, oh, look, it's Pete in space. I look, people at the Marvel Summit when like Bendis pitched Spider-Man on the Avengers were like, ah! Like they were like, no, even though he literally is a card-carrying member of the Avengers before he was actually a new Avenger. But people have strange and funny ideas about like what makes a Spider-Man story. People always talk, including myself, about how like Pete's a grounded character, deals with street crime, and also has a star-born alien costume saga.
Yes.
Multiples. You know, he's responsible for what? Millions of deaths as a result of Carnage and Venom and their offspring. But never mind that. But you know, relatable character, really grounded. And that was in like 84.
But he is because of that reason.
Well, because of his reaction.
Yes.
Yeah, because of his and that's where we are, and that's why Joe Kelly's a great pick for Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
If it looked like this and was this pitch the whole time, I think people wouldn't have anything to say outside of how cool and great it is.
But it's not.
But it's not. This whole issue is though. Whole issue
great.
from stem to stern is Pepe Larraz and Joe Kelly. Awesome. There was a moment throughout the issue where I was like, I kind of wonder how things are going back at home. Like, that's the power of this kind of book, is that though we've gotten several issues without Peter that are not very good looking at all, and not terribly compelling, outside of it being like, oh, Ben Reilly was tapped to replace Peter. When? How? What?
Right.
I see that Jeannie's okay too. Is she not a masked character anymore? Thank God. You know, they ask questions that are like logistical and fourth wall breaking, not necessarily like, I love this, like, you know, questions about the story itself. It's a great issue. This is what the book should be. Like,
no.
Oh, no. Great job, Tiffany. Now you've set off the goblin.
Sorry.
Oh, no. Wait for it. And never gets old.
I'm just gonna put it over there.
Yeah, just leave it over there.
Fine.
We'll save it. He'll come back. He'll come back at some point in the episode. Find out when.
I was so upset. I just watched it happen.
I know. It happens a lot over here at the studio. So yeah, but otherwise, I mean, like, look, it's great. It's cool. New Marvel Legends figure for the Spider-Man Technarch suit. It's great.
I'm like already coded to like that suit because of the game. I'm like, oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's great. It's like people should be checking this out, if only for this one issue.
Yes, we need a couple of skeletons that can sit in for us.
Yeah, just yeah. We know he had at least one pumpkin bomb that did that.
But we'd be so excited.
It's true.
We'd be so excited for that,
yeah.
right? Because you're never not excited when you're a skeleton.
That's true. You look like jazzed.
You look thrilled all the time.
I agree.
Did you read this?
No.
You didn't?
No, I didn't have time.
Dang, this is Ultimate Wolverine. Oh, we're not ready. Ultimate Wolverine number 10 by Chris Condon and Alex Linz this time.
Oh, different art.
Different art for sure. Yeah.
How'd you like it?
I liked it. I mean, like, the art is definitely very different. It has just a very different feel. Yeah. Entirely different feel, which I kind of appreciate that it's like not trying to approximate. Sometimes I don't mind. But yeah, like when an artist tries to kind of approximate the previous artist, it's fine. It's got like there's like one really excellent panel that just feels like a very classic Wolverine panel. This issue is interesting because it opens up and it's really just Sabretooth and Wolverine talking. And I'm like, uh-oh, is a shoe about to drop? And yes, but not the shoe I thought was going to hit me in the head. A totally different shoe that came out of nowhere.
Okay.
And basically like Sabretooth's like, hey, Wolverine, listen, I know that like I promised I would like totally take you out if you ever like were like Winter Soldiered, and I kind of didn't, but like let's be honest, I did try to look for you and I didn't find you, but I did find something that would end you, so that's going to come into play in a second. But what I also want to tell you about is the fact that it's like, remember those two kids right at the start that like Sabretooth was trying to help get out?
Yes,
there were two mutants. Yeah, he's like, I'm leaving because those two kids, Leech and Smolens,
Morlocks,
we kind of became like a family. Like, they don't have anybody, I don't have anybody, and like I'm thinking like I don't want them to have to live through this, and I don't want them to have to grow up with this, and like I just want to look after them and take care of them. So we're gonna leave. I'm not gonna tell anybody except for you, but we're just gonna go.
Okay.
And Wolverine's like, all right, and he's like, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you the Muramasa blade,
Right.
And you can give it to anyone you want because I'm pretty
sure. Or you
sure
can seppuku yourself.
right. But like you can give it to whoever you want, whoever you think might need to, like, take you down. But like there is a panel where like it in this art style of Alex Lynn's in which Wolverine is like unsheathing the blade, and it just feels like a very classic looking Wolverine image. He's got like the wild set of hair that goes into the beard, like he's just unsheathing this blade. We see his like claws, kind of, they're not popped out yet, but I don't know, there's just something very classic about it.
I agree. Yeah. And yet all its own.
Yeah, definitely. We get a straight up like Predator sort of like arm
bro moment
between the two of them, in which like Sabretooth's like, don't tell anybody right away, like give us some time to disappear, and like Wolverine's like, I can manage that, like because he asks him to do him a favor basically. And so then we see like a little bit of the fallout of the last adventure in which like Piotr realizes that his brother's alive,
right?
And that doesn't go well for a couple of people in the room.
Sister?
No, Mikhail is alive.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
and Mikhail is running the resistance.
Yes,
right. And so a couple folks die, and then like Doctor, I never remember what her name is, but she's super important because she basically created the
Weapon X program.
Prostovich.
Oh yeah,
Prostovich.
Okay.
Is like, hey, yeah, so we kind of like realized, remember when this came up before, that there are bases like in like what was Chernobyl, and like satellite imagery doesn't see anything there, and they're like, but like there clearly has to be something there, so we sent people, and like there is clearly something there. So obviously there's something that is blocking that, and we know that it's Legion. They're not 100% what it could be.
Right.
And so essentially they're like, well, it sounds like we probably need to send a ground assault, and like Arcady is like, I'm in. This is me. I really want to have a fight. I'm in. Let's do it. Let's do it. So Sabretooth and the kids go to leave, and that is when the ground assault occurs, right? And so like Sabretooth essentially like tries to like get the kids out. Arcady rolls up, and Wolverine starts to try to fight him. And like Omega Red is like, hey, Winter Soldier. So obviously something got messed up, but don't worry, we'll fix you up.
Right.
And grabs him. Wolverine goes for the blade, doesn't grab it initially, and then like ends up utilizing his claws to fight Omega Red.
Okay.
And then does grab the blade, and like there's obviously, they brought all kinds of troops and sentinels and stuff like that, and it's great because like Omega Red gets like kind of beat up, and then uses one of his like metal tentacles to like suck the life of like two nearby soldiers, which I think are his own.
Yes.
He's like, ooh, gonna need that.
Right.
And he's like, oh, it looks like your friends are abandoning you. And Wolverine's like, I wouldn't take that bet. And we get one of those like classic kind of X-Men moment where it's like Wolverine standing there and everybody like shows up.
Nice.
Right. Including people who are in X-Men, like Red Guardian and Black Widow. But everybody rolls up and they're like, all right, let's do this. And they do. They in fact do this.
Great.
There's the rest of the fight. And like we see like a lot of tight shots, just a lot of action happening from like all different characters with like one kind of middle shot. It's just a really cool grid because it's essentially like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 panel grid. But the center of it is like slashed across with another panel, which is just Wolverine fighting Omega Red. I kind of like it. Great. I love Lynn's layout for this page.
It's a great page.
And so you see like, blood, this, that, you don't know what's happened, right?
Yeah, right.
You have an idea.
Sure.
You have an idea what probably happened. And then we cut hard, like smash cut.
Yes.
To Piotr's office. It's dark. There's shadows. A general rolls up. They're like, what news do you have? And he's like, honestly, nothing has come back except this box. It's from your brother. I didn't open it. Here you go. He's like, bring me the box. He opens the box up. It's just Omega Red's head.
Oh.
With a note that says like, don't send a Rosevich to do a Rasputin's job. And I was like,
nice.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah.
And again, like as I'm reading this, I keep thinking about the fact that it's like poor Colossus.
I know, I'm so sick of Colossus being the bad guy.
But the writing in this is strong.
Right.
I love
its own universe. It's okay.
I kind of love this. Sorry, chat just came up with Omega Head. But I love this like this family drama. We saw family drama on Krakoa. Obviously, like Colossus was on the like negative receiving end of that. Mikhail was like a bad guy there. And in this, it's like very much swapped, where it's like Colossus is not the tool of anyone.
No.
Like he is just not a good guy, but neither is Magic.
Right.
And I love the idea of Omega Red standing in as this like third brother.
Yeah.
But not really. Right. So obviously this is a call to action.
Yes.
On their part. So it's like, but the hammer's gonna come down. Right. Nefresh doesn't know anything about anything.
And Sickles, yes.
Yeah, it's about hammers for certain. But I loved that so much. And then we get a little like newspaper article at the end about like how over in Hinokuni, which if you were paying attention to what I said earlier, that's the Ultimate X-Men world.
Yeah.
Of like the Japan area, sword goes missing. Oh, that the Muramasa blade that like Sabretooth had clearly stolen the Muramasa blade from there. I love that.
That's awesome.
And then there's this I love this like fake like article that they've written up. They've got a bunch of fake ads about like your credit score and stuff like that talks like it's just well done in the graphic design department for a lot of these pages. I like this book. It continues to be just a solid book. It's not making waves necessarily, but it is definitely dismantling the European Republic. Is that what it's called? Like slowly.
Yes.
Of course, because we're in the Ultimate Universe, I still feel like every time I see any of these characters, it might be the last time I see these characters because any of them could die at any point. But yeah, it's just really a Eurasian Republic.
There we go.
But just solid stuff. Love that line. Like I said, like that 12 gridded panel with
that's a great page.
It's just such a great page.
Yeah.
Such a great page.
I agree.
So yeah.
Well, I read Batman 2. That's right. Second issue from Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez. This is very much a Robin-centric issue or Tim Drake-centric issue.
Okay.
Basically, we just see.
You should love it.
I know. I should. The art's great. It's a fun, action-packed issue. Basically, it reinforces the relationship between Tim and Batman or Bruce. We see like a fun, heavily retcon sequence that showcases like Batman teaching Robin how to drive back when he was like younger and Damian was still around, even though that would never have worked and didn't work out in continuity, but whatever. But then we see it kind of flipped because, in a very like kind of small scale altercation with like cops and suspected robbers.
Sure.
Robin gets shot, and I'm like, how many times is Jorge Jimenez going to draw Robin Tim Drake gets shot by somebody in the very beginning of someone's run? If I had 2 nickels.
You have too many?
No, that's it. If I had a nickel for every time, I'd have 2 nickels, but still it's weird that it happened twice. In succession as well. But then Batman gets shot like in the head, and it's funny because like you look at like the like breakdown throughout the last 2 issues, we've been like breaking down all of the like gadgets and getting little like infographics about them. And one of them was like Batman's cowl and how it's reinforced, and then he gets shot in the head, and it's like, oh, that's why he didn't die. That's fun. Interesting storytelling device. So Robin has to drive the Batmobile. There's a fun little like bit of business where they talk about like how many gears this thing have. He's like 13.
Why?
Like, 13. He's like, well, and then he explains them all. He's like, and then there's the secret 13th gear. I'm like, that's funny. It actually is really funny. And,
it's the last ghost that you need to power the Batmobile into the other dimension, into the hellscape.
Yeah, so you can go to the bar, the Oblivion bar.
Yeah, or just have Batman. Oh man, Batman with the Doomslayer. Sorry, we're good. I'm sorry, I went there.
Maybe in KO, but it's very Robin focused. It's much more about like Batman versus the cops. That's the run. That's what we're doing. I liked it. I thought it was fun.
Okay.
I gotta point out that like Robin knew how to drive before Damian showed up and had his own Robinmobile called the Redbird. And I think it was a stick. So, it's just.
Well, has he been crisis?
I mean, twice over.
So
they've been death metaled. They've been crises.
Yeah, so maybe he doesn't remember how to do anything.
I mean, like that's the thing, right? Like they want to pick and choose, and they do. I'd like to see it in the new history of the DC universe. Mark Waid, get on that.
Can he drive or can't he?
Can he? Did he get the Redbird? Did that happen?
Probably not. Maybe he will now.
Yeah. Weird.
He's like, I don't need this many gears. Right. Can I get an automatic or something?
Nah. You got to feel the car. You got to have a special relationship with the car.
Oh, great. Thank you.
That's what they say in the book. Anyway.
Wait, really?
Good. Yeah, it's good. I actually liked it.
Okay.
But it didn't blow my mind, but it was fine.
Yeah.
Consistent. So good for them. You read this?
I did read that.
Eye-catching cover.
I did. I read Absolute Superman number 12.
Whoa.
Yes, 12, written by Jason Aaron with art by Rafa Sandoval. I'm the only one who's left on this book at ComicPop at this point.
Yep.
And I have to tell you, in this issue, I actually felt better about like where this is headed. I we don't know for certain by any means of the word. But like we all know that like Jason Aaron is trying to say something about kind of like big business, big government, big corporations against the little guy.
Yeah.
Right. That's fine. We get like a better version of it in this, in my opinion.
Like a microcosm, some kind of like way to kind of distill his whole explanation.
A little bit of it. And obviously, this is post Brainiac was experimenting. No, I put it over there, and I put it over there for a reason. This is post the Brainiac incident in which Brainiac was experimenting on Superman, on Cal, because he doesn't like the name Superman.
Well, tough.
Well, admittedly, he hasn't really. I wouldn't say he's earned it yet.
That's true.
Yeah. We know him as that. And the death of Lois Lane's father, and Soul was freed and got everyone out of there.
Yeah.
Right. We like check in on Lois, or not on Lois, on Martha Kent.
Oh.
She is in a memory care unit at a hospital, which is like, there's 1,000 ways that, things can go horrible for a human being. This is just one of the many ones that like terrifies me.
Yes.
And just for a minute, she's like, I need to make a list. I have to get it ready for him right away. Did you see that storm? It was red. That means he's back.
Oh,
like she remembers for a second, and then we watch her forget. Ugh. And it is just heartbreaking. But I'm also like, what ready?
What
ready, Martha? What?
Cool.
Right. So like, I'm looking forward to seeing what Ma Kent may or may not, or what the Kent farm may or may not have, or that he might need.
Right.
When we see everybody land, essentially Soul brought them to Kansas.
Okay.
Because it was like the last place they remembered being safe.
Yes.
Right. And so they go there, and Superman, like, we kind of get like a little flashback to like 5 years ago.
Okay.
It kind of post the Kents, like whole thing. They went to a volcano, and like we see a younger Superman there, obviously 5 years younger, but like a teenager,
right?
With a lot of angst.
Okay.
I don't know what age necessarily, because I don't know what age he is right now.
Yeah.
Like if he's 22, then like 17, 16, maybe. I don't know. I'm guessing.
Sense.
But that like we kind of get more about Soul in this. Is a heavy Soul issue in which it's like we're starting to understand that relationship. And kind of what I pull from this is like, much like our Superman that we know, is like the heart of who he is certainly comes from the Kent's rearing. The heart of what he is comes from Soul's rearing, and that is based on his mother's programming of him. Right. So she's like Soul is like an extension
of his mother,
of Lara.
Right. Okay.
Or Lara.
It's Lara. Well,
okay.
in other, I don't know what her Kryptonian name is in this universe.
But I love it because like there's a moment early on where it's like we really like are hitting home how like obstinate, is that the word I'm looking for, like that Cal is, where like he like Soul wants him to like kind of like get to like go out into the community. He needs community. He needs like socialization, essentially. Right. And like we see him being like, I don't want to do it. And like Soul's like, I have to insist. He's like, yeah, well, I could just get other clothes, And like Soul's like,
you're not my real dad.
Yeah, like very much like that. And I'm like, I love it. And that like apparently also like he reeks.
Oh, sure.
So he's like, because he's a teenage boy.
Yeah.
So he has to take a bath like in lava. It's hilarious. We kind of get a feel of what it was like and how like, like where he goes to like places like the Philippines. He does farm work, but he also like his powers are growing and he doesn't know how to handle them. Right. And so like he ends up hurting one of the peacemakers initially, and then immediately is like, I didn't mean to do that. Like I don't know. And Soul's like, it's cool. Like, I know you don't know. Right. Like, that's what we have to work on. It's okay. But then like Cal gets really upset. He's like, maybe he should die. Maybe he was a bad guy. Right. And like Soul's like, yo, that is not what your parents would have wanted. And so he shows him an image of his parents. Oh. And like, that's like, they would have said that like, just like, you don't have the right to judge and simply execute people just because you can. And I'm like, I kind of love this, that like, we're getting those same sort of lessons. It's not from one parent set over the other. It's from this like programmed like computer that it has essentially the essence of his mother.
Exactly.
And I'm like, that's really neat.
Yeah, that is neat.
And then he yells at him because he's like, he gets really upset by saying that. He's like, they're dead. And you're not even real. And Soul's like, okay, cool. Okay. Like, yeah, that's like, you can't hurt me.
Right.
I'm a computer. You're right. I'm not. But like, I'm going to keep doing this.
Yep.
Because like, there's no one else who can do this for you. And like, I have to do it. I like it too, because like, we see this mountainous like range, like mountain range in the background. And when Cal wants to be alone, he's just like, I need some time. Like, Soul becomes what like looks like the Fortress of Solitude kind of around him. Like he encases him in like crystals. Right. And I was like, that's neat.
Yeah, it is.
Like it's a cool, like the visual is there.
Right.
Like you get it immediately. Cal has like some flashbacks to Brainiac and like just the whole thing and like remembers it. And then for a second, I'm like, where are we going with this? So we cut to there in Smallville, obviously. Lois and Jimmy attempt to go get some food. They're starving.
Sure.
They go to a diner and like Lois is like, hi, here's the thing about all that. We have no money.
Yeah.
Can we like do some chores or like wash some dishes to like earn our food? And the diner waitress is like, we know who you are, Agent Lane.
Oh.
And like for a second they turn around and like all like the whole diner's just staring at them. And she mentioned, she's like, this is a small town. It's in the name.
Right.
Right. Like, so we know everything about it. Like, we know all about the news. We know everything that's been going on. But essentially the reveal at the end is that they're like, but like, we also know like that some people are afraid of him and we're not, because we know what he can really do. And you see on the wall, there's all these like newspaper clippings of like of him helping in that town.
Yeah.
And taking care of them. And so she pulls 2 big plates of food out and she's like, breakfast is on me. And then they turn around to all the townspeople who are like encroaching closer and be like, no, it's on me. I got dinner. I'll buy lunch. Like the whole town is like, we want to pay him back. And if you're friends of him, then we'll help you.
Okay.
And I'm like, I love it. Like the whole town is like, no, we know the real him.
Right. That's awesome.
Right. And we also reveal that that's Lana Lang.
I assume.
Yeah. Cal goes home. He sees the Kent farm. We know that like he starts to recognize, like he apologizes to Soul.
Sure.
He's just like, you've always been there for me.
Yeah.
In every way, shape, or form. You've constantly been you've constantly protected me. I've never alone. Like I know you. I never lacked for community because you were there. And it's just cute because it's like we see a joyous Kal-El. For the first time since
the beginning.
From the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Where he recognizes what he has in Soul. And then like runs into Jimmy and Lois and like they're like, we should probably go. And he's like, it's too late. Like Ra's al Ghul's already here. And like Ra's al Ghul has declared war essentially on Smallville.
Oh my God.
So we'll see what happens because he's going to push him to his limits because he wants to see the rage in Superman.
Sure.
But we are seeing a Superman who is now fighting for people he cares about.
Yeah.
So I am wondering if he'll act differently because he will not want anything to happen to them. So we could see that rage or we could not. We could see the reveal of what like Ma Kent knew that she has or needed to do or do what I don't know. I'm super interested in like where this is going. This issue kind of gripped me and pulled me back in to really enjoying this series. I do think it's a little unfortunate. It kind of took so long to get to where it is.
Yeah. But then you think about it, it's only 12 issues.
Yeah. But that's a year.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's also like, that's a graphic novel.
Yeah, it's true. But sometimes that climb can be worth it.
Yes.
When we get to the summit. So I'm here. I'm interested and I'm looking forward to more.
Nice. That's great. I took a look at this Justice League, the Omega Act special.
Oh.
This is necessary reading if you want to understand what's happening in DCKO. It actually dovetails right into DCKO. This is written by Josh Williamson with art by Yasmin Putri and Cian Torme. Basically, it's a continue. If you were reading Superman with Booster Gold, this is exactly where this lead like comes from. Time Trapper's like, he's Doomsday. He's like, you're screwed. There's nothing we can do. It's over. And Booster Gold's like, no, I'll go to the Justice League Watchtower. I'll get Superman. And I'll tell him what we need to do and that we need to fight Darkseid again. And he's like, no, you don't. No. And he freezes the moment. He's like, you can't do that. Here, let me show you. Let me use ghoulish overtones to explain to you, like how Morty is like, hey, you think Rick's all that great? I'll show you something, Summer. So he grabs Booster Gold and takes him to the future, but Flash comes with him because Josh Williamson wrote this. And
Flash?
Barry. Well, Wally, I don't know the difference anymore. I think it's Wally. He's got black parts in his suit.
Okay.
I honestly don't know anymore.
Yeah, I think that's Wally.
But there's, the DC has spent the last 12, 15 years making Barry indistinguishable from Wally. But yeah, so Flash goes with them, and he's like, "You thought you could do something in an attosecond that I wouldn't notice. I'm coming with you." So he goes with them, and Time Trapper just shows them everything's effed. Darkseid has basically declared war on every point in history, like the future, the past, and he's coming for here.
Okay.
He's coming for the present, and there's nothing you can do about it. And so then they go back, and they're like, okay, well, I guess we'll just tell Superman. So they unfreeze time, they tell the League, and they're like, okay, what are we gonna do? And then he explains the whole concept of the Omega power that's brimming within Booster Gold. We gotta tap that, and we're gonna infuse that with you, and you can become another King Omega that can fight Darkseid. That's the whole premise of DCKO. Okay. I also don't want to conflate it with DCKO because I read the first issue. It was sent to me today, and so I don't want to spoil anything. So I'll just say, if you're not sure what the hell's going on, read the new issue of DCKO. Comes out this week, and it will take painstaking efforts to explain everything to you. But if you want to know more before you pick that up, pick up the Omega Act special.
Okay. It
will help to contextualize everything that's happening.
There's the color palette to that is so
90s, it's
retro,
old.
Old.
Yeah, it makes me think of Cosmic Odyssey.
Not a bad this looks like something more like we'd find. I'd be like, what the hell is this?
It's 100%. It looks exactly like it came from a dollar.
It came out of time.
Yeah. Yeah. From the cover art.
It was trapped in time.
To the color palette. Yeah. I wish it were. I wish it were like a relic. That it was oh, we're caught in this moment in time.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty great. Then you and I both read Absolute Evil, which is a big screaming deal. It is written by Al Ewing with art by Giuseppe Camuncoli, and it is essentially Al Ewing's Al Ewing's impression of what a Bendis book would be like, where it's a whole bunch of characters, they get into a room, they all talk to each other, which is great because I love that kind of comic book. And I'll be honest, I'm a sucker for crossovers and team ups. That's what this is, but for the bad guys. We finally get a chance to roll back the curtain and let everyone in. All these different characters from all the different Absolute books are in the same place. This has already gotten a lot of flack online because there has been promotion about it, introducing Ultimate Ollie Queen, and Oliver Queen fans are a vociferous bunch. They have dedicated Twitter and Reddit accounts.
Well, but they're Oliver Queen fans, not absolute Oliver Queen. They've never even met him.
Well, they do in this issue.
I'm just saying, you've never met him. How could you be that big of a fan of him?
No. I understand the rage, but yeah, he's introduced. He's and he's one of the billionaires that's within the club.
Sure.
And he's like, I can't handle this anymore.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. It's also a great flashback that opens this book where it Watchmen's it. It's this is the history of the Absolute Universe.
Yep.
This is where the JSA would have formed. This is where these characters Sandman would have occurred. Not
that Sandman, but the Wesley Dodd.
The Wesley Dodd one.
Yeah.
And even Carter Hall, for that matter.
Yes.
And so that was a fun little
and Wildcat
too. Yeah. Really, it was a fun little history guide through a universe that's relatively new. And no one really has any good data on.
Right.
Then we get into the present, and it's basically just here's all the heavy hitters.
Admittedly, we get he doesn't give us the opening doesn't give us all that background.
No,
but it's all tied together.
Yes,
it's all tethered together throughout.
Yep.
So if you're but I didn't see that at the beginning, you didn't.
That's right.
We're just 1951. Here's a room full of jerks.
Yes.
Moving on.
But you get it. So yeah, we get to see all these different characters. Folks from Wonder Woman, Batman, Green Lantern, even.
Yes.
And Martian Manhunter kind of.
No,
they reference it.
Yes, they reference it, but there's
there's somebody there.
No, it's Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern,
and Flash.
That's
right.
That's the room. But there's a lot more chairs.
Room for one more, at least.
Or they just overset up.
Well, you do that. And Hawkman's there. So yeah, what'd you think?
You know, I've been a little harder on some Ewing stuff recently, so this was much better. I felt like there's a couple of lines that felt like very like, yes, you're chewing the scenery ever so slightly,
but they're villains. They're used to monologuing.
It's fine, whatever. Overall, like there was like a shocking moment for me, but it was not the moment. I think they were like, that's gonna be shocking, but like this last thing is gonna be really shocking. And the last thing I was like, okay.
Yeah, the last thing was the thing you asked about. You were reading it in front of me and you were like, hey, you know what's interesting? I'm 4 pages away from this reveal, but where the hell is the guy that's revealed at the end of this book?
I didn't know.
Okay, they haven't even introduced that character yet. And I'm like, keep reading.
I don't know why that happens to me.
I know.
I don't know why I knew who the
reveal was going to be
in Usual Suspects, or why I was like just reading. I'm like, you know what? You know what's weird?
You know, it's weird seeing all these bad guys. Where's this guy? Yeah. Good dialogue, good interactions. Unlike its Marvel compliment.
Yeah.
You know, when like someone else, because Al Ewing, he's writing what? Green Lantern?
Yeah.
And
I feel like this is a better showing of Al Ewing's abilities for sure.
But it's like it's not part of like the trust. You know, like Al Ewing is part of it, but it's not Scott writing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's someone from the periphery, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly at Marvel, you know, like Dennis Camp didn't architect the Ultimate Universe, but he's more or less the new architect of the Ultimate. He keeps fleshing out the universe for you.
Yeah.
Similarly, Al Ewing is fleshing out the Absolute Universe. This one feels more authentic.
Yes.
And more earned. Like I'm like, right. Like it just seems to flow better. It seems to, and it's not like, I don't know. So it's not glaringly odd or off kilter. It's just kind of like, right, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just kind of filling in. Like you said, like it's definitely just like supporting.
You did pick up on a couple of funny observations though. Like they reveal more or less that like they like through our research, we've discovered like a particle that is like the building blocks of this universe, and it's evil. You know, it's the Omega particle or whatever. It's Darkseid. Darkseid's made our universe, but they don't know who that is or what that means.
Yeah.
And so they're like, and then you were like, didn't we do this already? Like, didn't Scott do this already? And it's like, yeah, remember when like Lex Luthor discovered that like the universe was bent towards doom because the whole universe and multiverse was created by this one bad guy? And then they were like, oh, and it radicalized them. That's what they're doing here.
Yeah, for sure. Although, you know, since this is like a weird evil universe, should this universe or this like place not have their own Tempest Fugonaut?
You know, well, here's the thing about that is that he's dead, unfortunately. But
okay, then could they have another one?
They could have another one.
Yeah. Don't worry, we had another guy.
Well, and there are Fugonauts.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm waiting for Absolute Fugonaut.
It's gonna
be Absolugonaut. I don't know.
So yeah.
Here you go. Damn it. Carefully.
Just ever so slightly.
Just rolls off the table. But yeah, I liked it. I liked the interaction. It was fun to see them all. I was like, hey, is that the lady from Wonder Woman? No, it's Dawn.
Yeah. They're all just hanging out in a room where they don't want to be with each other.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep. Yeah, what did you think?
I mean, it was good. I mean, it's a bunch of villains trying to like not even out-villain each other. Like they're just like, what?
Yeah,
they're kind of too new to all of this in this universe or in this world to like be like, well, obviously we'll do the team up and then I'll obviously betray you. They're just kind of like,
what?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What do you want? Oh, okay. Do I really need your help? I don't know about that. Yeah, it was an interesting opportunity to take here. Thank you for pointing out who the guy in the black suit was. I was like, I don't know who this is.
Right.
It's Joker. I was like, oh, right. Okay.
Oh, yeah. You know, because he never jokes.
Yeah. Yes.
He never jokes.
Right. Thank you.
Like, yeah, I got it. Can I say it 3 more times this issue? I don't love Kevin Cully's faces, but everything else looks great. It's my criticism / like accolades.
Some of them are better than others for sure, and I think some things really come across quite well.
Yeah.
You know, the new design for I guess Absolute Hawkman is wild.
It is wild.
It is freaking wild for sure.
Yeah.
It's making me think of things and I don't know what it is, but I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
It's making me think of something specific and my brain just cannot conjure what that is.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get there. You just wait and see.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
It reminds me of the villain from the Death of Inhumans book.
I guess.
I don't remember his name because
maybe.
But also he reminds me of the Thanagarian from Batman Off-World.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Perhaps that's just
But he can be a number of things.
Right? For sure.
So yeah. The implication of it being like this is what the Justice League looks like in the Absolute Universe. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, the Justice League. Obviously, we get that reveal where it's just like, like we're fighting for justice. Like it's just
justice of this universe
everything's
is
backwards and topsy-turvy, but not in a bizarre way.
We live in an opposite world. But also they mentioned because it's like nobody read that free comic book day issue. Mirror Master from the main universe is dealing with these guys, or at least one of them, and through one of the characters they were like, I know there's a heavy hitter in our complement universe that we still haven't met yet.
Yeah.
Where is he? And then we reveal Absolute Luthor.
Yes, which is the person I asked about.
Yeah, you were like, hey, where the hell's Luthor in all of this? And I'm like, keep reading the book.
I'm like, oh, okay. So maybe that's why I was less surprised, because I was like, oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, this baby-faced like cherub at the end here.
Yeah. But hey,
little baby-faced cherub man.
But he does get to keep his hair.
Good for him. Good for him. How nice.
Yeah.
He looks really friendly.
He does. He looks jolly.
Yeah, he's wearing a flannel. He's
Absolute
married.
Santa.
He's got kids. Absolute Santa. Did anyone else think it was interesting / weird / not sure what we're doing here when Brainiac is there? Like, and obviously he's like utilizing Raz to be sitting in on the meeting. But that oftentimes, like, when we see him in the background are images of the Joker and his, like, they're in like similar profiles or like head positions.
I did not notice that.
I did, for sure. And it really like threw me.
Yeah, that's odd.
Right? Like, it's just a weird bit of art. And I'm like, are we saying something?
Right?
Am I reading too much into it?
It's weird.
Maybe. Probably.
Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, I recommend it. It's cool. It's funny because, the only observation that I really had about it was like, just in case you didn't get it, they're in the Hall of Justice.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, like, I don't know about you, but like when I was growing up, Super Friends was so stupid. And I couldn't give a crap about the Hall of Justice. And clearly, like, the people who have been architects of the DC universe for over a decade now, like, at least have a fondness for that cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
But one day, there will be Justice League Unlimited fans who are running DC, and they're going to get that house the hell out of here. And it's all going to be watchtowers. It's just going to be space and moon bases from here to the end of time.
What makes more sense.
Yeah, I know. I hate that house.
I mean, I like the idea.
I don't hate it. I appreciate it. But I'm also like, but it is just referencing that dumb building.
I feel like it should have a little bit of both, because you should feel like your heroes aren't gods above you.
Well, and that's what they were going to. In the cartoon itself, the last of it was they moved to a base on Earth,
but why not just have like a little bit of column A, a little column B?
I agree.
Right?
I agree. But
like, isn't it interesting? In Wonder Woman, she built
her own, which is exactly.
But it's like in like a swampy area.
Yeah, like a Legion of Doom kind of location. Yeah, I have no like nostalgia for the Hall of Justice Legion of Doom locations. It's more like just a reference point. Like, sure. I get the reference. I just don't care.
Yeah.
I have more affinity for like DC Superpowers action figures than I do that Super Friends cartoon.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, that's it. Let's read some super chats.
I would love.
What's our book of the week? Then?
Whoa. Okay.
Whoa.
What's your book of the week?
Spider-Man. They nailed it.
Very fair.
It's a good issue. It's fun. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Like, whenever I say like, oh, I wish Spider-Man were this, it's like, this is what I wish it were. Or, like, it doesn't have to be just like, oh, look, Mary Jane and Peter are kissing.
Right.
So they gave me the thing I want. No, that's a byproduct of the thing I want. I just want it to be like good or look great and be well written.
That's fair. I'm a little torn this week. All my books were really fun for the most part. Part of me like wants to give it to Absolute Superman because it's like I really liked this issue quite a bit. But that like last page of Ultimate Wolverine, I think is what's going to win it out for me. As much as I loved Ultimate X-Men, I think it's a beautiful book.
Yeah.
But like that absolute Wolverine moment where he like with the head reveal and that line
with Omega head.
Yeah, I think I have to go there. Although Superman is like seriously a close second.
Yeah.
Just on the basis of this one issue, where I'm just like, good for them. Like, you know. Do I love that it took so long to get there? No.
It's only 10 issues. That's not
no,
bad.
I meant Superman.
Oh, yeah.
No, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this week.
That's fair. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice flowers for Wolverine. Flowers for Wolverine. All right, let's jump into some super chats, and then we'll recommend books that are coming out this week. But before we do that, of course, I wanted to give a quick reminder to folks that I will be moderating the Ninja Turtles panel at New York Comic Con on Friday at 5:15 in room 1C03 on Friday.
Yes.
I think I said Friday, but I'm just reminding you.
Yes.
Repetition helps.
5:15 Friday, room 1C03 at New York Comic Con. It's out. You leave the convention main floor, and there's like a little like building that's attached. All these escalators. Someone will help you. Someone will help you. There's also a lot of elevators. I prefer those.
Of course.
Personally.
I don't blame you.
Also, don't forget, we have new hats.
ComicPopShop.com. Buy a hat.
Exactly.
With this or the beanies, which I don't have featured here. I actually was going to pull one, but I was like, no, all the beanies that are being like, I don't want to wear one because then I can't sell it to you because
that's fair.
But,
and then, of course, let us know what kind of content you'd love to see from us. This is all your homework.
Yeah.
Let us know what kind of content you'd like to see from us from New York Comic Con, whether it's like a recap, if it's like daily updates, if it's just a couple stories on, random
social
platforms.
Media.
Let us know what platform too.
Yeah.
Like, don't just be like, recap or
where?
daily.
YouTube,
like,
Instagram.
Right. Let us know what you're looking for. We want to help service your wants, your needs in terms of New York Comic Con. And then of course be sure to pay attention to our community tab for updates as to where we might be meeting up. We'd love to try to schedule some time, just like a little bit of time.
Yeah, just like a 10-minute meet and greet.
Yeah, just a hi, hello. Hi. We're trying to figure out what day
and time
people are going to be there.
Yep.
Especially from ComicPop itself. So
yeah,
got a lot going on.
And happy birthday, Danielle.
Happy birthday, Danielle.
Woo!
Moderator Danielle.
That's
right. Ringing in her birthday.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding. All right.
Ding, a ding, a ding, 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 ding. I don't know what that is, but that's where my brain's at right now.
Yeah.
All right. I got the super chats. I'm ready on my end.
Great.
My end is ready.
All right. Then read it.
No, you go first.
All right. Lich Life. Tiff, you're going to play the new Silent Hill? I guess that's Silent Hill F.
Silent Hill F. So here's what's interesting about that, and what I don't want to hear, because I've already seen people online, or at least one person online, who was just like, "Oh, you can't please Silent Hill fans," and it's just like my issue with it right now, having not played it, is that it feels like a little more classic Konami, in that Konami would give their license out to whatever.
Yeah.
Just to make a quick buck. And I'm not saying it's not a good game. I'm not saying it's not a beautiful game. I've heard a lot of people have loved the story. It's very different, is my understanding.
Yes.
Just very different storytelling. But my issue is that seemingly what has occurred is you've traded off the name. And it could have been its own thing. It's a diminishment of it, where it's just like the game is good enough, from my understanding, it could have stood on its own.
Sure.
But you slap the name on it.
Now it's something else.
Right. And I know a lot of people are like, well, it's going to bring life, like breathe life into the franchise. It's okay to just have a new franchise.
Right.
It's okay for a franchise to stop.
Right.
It's okay. And like Bloober's already out there doing the remakes and they're great. Again, they added stuff, fine, whatever. But like, let it stand on its own.
Yeah.
Make something new. I don't know. And that's a me thing. And I know that. And maybe someday I will come around to it, to trying it out. But for right now, I'm just like, you know what? Like, I don't want to say it's a bad game because I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, like I've heard the story's really great, but I know it's not really a Silent Hill game.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it feels like when a book is failing and they throw Batman in it, it's not really a Batman book.
No.
And you're diminishing the character whose book he's in.
Right.
Because you're just trying to make it work.
Uh-huh.
Right. As opposed to just being like, we tried with this character.
We don't believe that it'll sell well enough without this.
Right. And I'm like, that's sad.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, let's see here.
Heartless Fang says, I was expecting Sam Wilson Capwolf, not Steve's, and I was utterly delighted. Welcome to the Pack ComicPop crew. Awoo!
Awoo. Thank you very much.
Love you guys in Werewolf. I appreciate the translation.
Yeah.
My werewolf's a little rusty.
Testicles Turgison says, Sal, will you be signing copies of Terminator at New York Comic Con? Yes. If you bring me a copy of Terminator, I will definitely sign it for you. No problem.
Heartless Fang back to say, sweaty person like the guy from the Moon Knight book? No, I could never be that sweaty.
Uncle Sweaty.
I could never be as sweaty as Uncle. I do not. Why? Don't say you love that character.
Arkham Vigilante says, is it just me, or am I the only one who's kind of getting burnt out on the Absolute Universe, except Wonder Woman? Love the channel and hope you guys have an awesome week. Well, thank you very much. We hope you do as well. I am not, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that it hasn't like expanded too rapidly. You know, we got like this one evil book. We have and every book really could be in its own universe for right now, except for Absolute Evil. But like every other character, like Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman.
Yes, I could see if you were reading all of them that you might be like, okay,
that's enough. Especially because of how like rough it is, or at the very least how dark things are.
Yes,
but I'm not. I am, however, feeling that way about the Ultimate Universe, and I think that's a lot to do with like just.
That's so funny because like meanwhile I'm reading like Wolverine, X-Men, and Black Panther and Spider-Man, and I'm just loving these corners.
And they are corners.
I do want to be in those corners.
Yeah.
Somber Shadow 001 says, "Hey guys, loved Absolute Evil. I was curious if you guys caught the Hawkman. That Hawkman was seemingly wearing a Black Hawk's jacket.
Oh.
Also, I did not expect to see Iron Monroe of all characters be mentioned in the Absolute Universe.
Yeah, well, they're not going to get a book, but still.
I like the deep pulls, though.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the Black Hawk's jacket reference. That's really cool. Hulkzilla says, I have an unreasonable tolerance for Dr. Druid. That said, will he be joining the Red Ghost and Pariah at the losers table? Or is he too lame for even that?
No, he's definitely not that. I don't know if he's not that lame or he's just lame in a different way. He's definitely not the bane of my existence.
Yeah.
But I'm just kind of like,
but like Druid.
Come on.
At least he doesn't have like a cape or anything.
He would if he could. No, he does.
Does he?
Yes.
Dr. Druid in Capwolf didn't have a cape.
I think he had a cape.
I don't think so.
I think he did.
Bear Farmer.
Oh, was that me?
Yeah.
Oh, Bear Farmer says Rob is wanted on 6 counts of spoiling the plot in New York in New York City. When asked for comment on the matter, Rob was quoted in saying, "Man,
let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something." And then proceeded to lay out details for the upcoming Tron film. More tonight at 6.
I didn't know. I would be surprised if Rob was a Tron fan, but yeah,
I 1,000% believe him doing that.
No, definitely
not doing it on purpose.
No,
but because he knows something and he's excited about it.
That's exactly.
And he wants to share.
That's the problem.
He just gets too excited.
I agree.
It's too excited for the room.
Yeah. Arduit, C-Pop Woo, hype for the AEW/DC. It's much more fun and less problematic company than WWE. Absolute Evil was neat, but I don't know if I like Joker's voice yet. Peace. I didn't really get a voice for him yet, so I'm still on board. I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to expect based on what they like revealed him to look like.
I do agree with that. I don't know if I'm feeling the voice right now.
Yeah.
It just felt in service to the plot.
Yeah, definitely.
For right now, but
I don't think Ewing knows who the hell he is either.
That's fair. It's not his character.
Exactly.
Bear Farmer says, made my first pull list with my LCS, just Batman. But
hey, that's
great. That's excellent. Congratulations.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Go. Kettler will defend for treats. Who's your pick for Super Spidey crossover villain? Oh, what a great question. It's funny because, okay, so here's my picks for who's going to make those books. I think at Marvel, it's going to be Bendis. Like, I think Bendis is going to write Superman Spider-Man. And I think at DC, it'll be Dan Slott writing Superman Spider-Man.
That's so bizarre.
I know. That's my guess. And I think over at DC, it'll be Jorge Jimenez who draws it. And I think at Marvel, it'll be Chichetto or Kiketto or Larraz. It'll be whoever the Titans are. You don't
think it'll be Mora?
I think it should be Mora, and I think it will be Jimenez.
Okay.
Also, Mora did the Deadpool Batman book. Or the Batman Deadpool book.
Right, okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I think they'll want to showcase more of their talent.
More
as far as the villain goes.
Their talent?
More of their talent. As far as their villains go, I mean, it could be anybody, but like, it's characters they didn't use, they didn't have access to. Back in the day, it was I think if anybody's going to use Access, it'll be Slott over at DC. But like, I fully expect maybe a symbiote. But then again, Batman and Spider-Man had Carnage in one of the best intercompany crossovers of all time.
You don't think it'd be Wade over there?
No.
Interesting.
No, I don't.
Just because you don't want it?
That's correct.
Okay.
I like Wade a lot, but not he doesn't understand Peter.
So who'd you say you think the villain's gonna be?
I said it was gonna be a symbiote, but like it could be anything.
But it has to be for both of them.
Yeah. Well, then you give, Lex a symbiote or something.
Oh.
But it could be Brainiac or Metallo or
Sure.
Toyman or something like that. I
Yeah.
don't know. I honestly don't know. It was Doc Ock and Lex Luthor the first time, and then like Doctor Doom and Parasite the second time. So the sky's the limit.
It's weird because the one that we just had, the big story, there was really only one.
Yeah.
Because the Marvel
Deadpool
character was doing both.
Exactly.
So I'm like, oh yeah, I guess it does have to be two.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be two, because it could be just a big deal. JLA Avengers, they only fight a DC villain.
Right. If it were Batman and Spider-Man, you could do Sandman and Clayface.
Cool. Well, if you did a 12-issue miniseries like I've been pitching forever written by DeMatteis, one of those issues could be that.
Or Hydra Man and Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. Just Iceman.
But with like more steps.
Right. One more step. Yeah. I like that a lot, by the way. I'm excited for Superman Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I'll pay twice for Batman Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I was editing an episode and we mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just went back and like to get a picture and I read the whole damn thing again. I'm like, this is so great.
Yeah.
Like Bagley at peak, freaking DeMatteis, like knowing the assignment, but nailing it anyway. Joker and Carnage.
Do you think they'd ever make it Lobo? I know we already had
Lobo versus Superman and Spider-Man?
Yeah.
That'd be fine with me.
Like Peter's just like,
yeah,
what?
Lobo with a symbiote.
What is this?
Yeah, this is insane.
No.
Yeah.
I would love
that.
this guy?
We don't hang out. Yeah, that'd be okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Tea Time 480 says, I know Tiffany has asked for this. I already responded to this in chat. So like I was already very excited. I'm still gonna be excited for this. Has asked for this, and they're finally releasing the official Avatar soundtrack. Books 1 and 2 are out, and 3 is coming sometime before the movie, where they recast everyone for some reason.
Yep, they've recast the entire voice team.
I'm not thrilled about that, but the soundtrack thing, I am freaking over the moon.
Yep.
It's a full moon right now.
Awoo.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Bear Farmer says Garth Ennis / Al Ewing. I will give no more context. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. T-Time 480 back to say planning on seeing Tron this weekend despite the horrible lead.
Yeah.
I hope it does well enough so we get more Tron. I'm still hoping for Uprising Season 2.
You're never going to get Uprising Season 2. Let me tell you something. I'm sorry. You're never going to get it. It was great. It was cool. It was more Tron than you could ever have expected. You're never going to get a Season 2. However,
no, I don't think that we're going to be seeing it just because of New York Comic Con this weekend.
Yeah, no, we're not going to catch it. Plus, Jared Leto's the lead, and so pass. Also, Cora and Sam aren't in it, so pass twice. What?
Yeah. Oops.
Oops, indeed. I'm down for Nine Inch Nails, though. I'll check out the soundtrack before I ever watch that movie. Curative Writer says Bendis writing it with villains Rogolzar and Morlun.
You're like, I hate this.
That'd be great. They'd Frank Grimes me. There'd be like one character in there with like a bag of groceries being like, that sucks. And then like a building falls on me.
Hulkzilla says Spider-Man and Superman versus a Yautja and a Xenomorph.
Yeah, please. Anytime. The only problem is like Marvel has both the Yautja and the Xenomorph. It'd be funny if DC owned the Xenomorph. Yeah, I'm down for that. Please and thank you.
Yes.
Spider-Man be like, you're not going to kill these Xenomorphs? Are you serious? Superman's like, no, all life is precious. Spider-Man's like, yeah, I mean, but there are limits.
Yeah.
I tried to kill the symbiote the second I found out it was alive. The second I found out it was alive, I was like, get this thing off of me.
I have to get rid of it.
Hit it with bells. Kill it with sound. There's one more.
Yeah, there is.
Chocobo Kid, what are you playing tomorrow night, Tiffany?
Ghost of Yotai.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I bought it. I haven't downloaded it. I have to go home and start that download.
That's awesome.
But I have it. I have not played it. It's been killing me.
I know.
Because I'm waiting for all of you. So we're gonna jump into Ghost of Yotai, which is funny because I splurged and I got the digital deluxe.
Yes.
Which meant I got a special horse, and I immediately had PTSD.
Yeah. You were like,
I was like,
no!
I can't use that.
Yeah.
I can't use that. I can't use that horse. I can't ever use that horse.
I completely understand your concern.
I can't do it.
Yeah. By the way, if you want to check out Tiffany's streams, go to twitch.tv/ComicPop, or more, if you want to check out the backlog, youtube.com/ComicPop Plays. The links are in the description below this video, by the way, if you just want to go there directly and subscribe. You can check those out typically on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but we've had some scheduling issues, so Tiffany's been doing the show. But tomorrow, you're going to be...
I'll be back. I'll be back, guys. I'm very excited. I'm sorry we couldn't be around last week, but just I've been doing double duty.
Yeah.
And I'm okay. I'm very happy to help.
Yeah, we're happy to have her. But yeah, so let's jump into some recommendations for books that are coming out this week that we think you should check out. Absolute Batman number 13. I've read this. It's great.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe this is the issue Transformers 25 where it's Kirkman and Dan Mora doing Transformers now. Nope, it's not. It's Kirkman and Jorge Corona and Dan Mora. I'll check this out. DCKO number 1. Sweet. Again, read this. It's cool.
Ultimate Black Panther number 21 will be dropping. I like this book a lot.
I know. Oops. Let's see.
I have them right here.
Oh, great. Dark Patterns number 11 is coming out. Dan Mora, Hayden Sherman. You got to be reading this book. It's great. Fantastic series. The Amazing Spider-Man Torn number 1 from Babylon 5 creator J. Michael Straczynski. And I want to make sure I shout out the artist. It is Perez, who is great. Did a great job with the preview pages that I've read. I'm excited to see where this goes.
Okay.
Keeping in the Spider-Man world, Spider-Man number 94, number 2 is dropping despite the art. I'll keep reading this. Steve Mateus on Spider-Man. What do you want from me?
Okay, so Imperial War, Imperial Guardians number 1 will be dropping. I've been trying all the tie-ins for Imperial, so I'm going to try that as well. Are you going to read the Palmiotti Marvel Knights Punisher?
Yeah, I'm going to check out Marvel Knights Punisher number 1 from Palmiotti and Dan Panosian. This is in the same world, I believe, as the weird Marvel Knights Black Panther book. So let's go.
Excellent. Power Fantasy number 12 is dropping.
Yay.
After that last issue, we had that break. Ooh, I got chills. I literally got chills just thinking about what this could be. I'm very excited.
Apropos, Marvel Knights The World to Come number 3. That's that weird Black Panther book. That's also coming out.
Okay.
I assume it's in the same universe. We'll see. And just a quick shout out to Conan the Barbarian number 25. If you've never read any Conan, this is the issue to pick up. It is about King Conan. It's set in the future, but it also is a kind of inventory of his whole life. It's a culmination point of Jim Zub's entire run on Conan. So if you are interested, check it out. It's a fully painted book.
Ooh.
Every single page has been hand painted. And it's dope. If you want to see more, check out my conversation with Jim Zub on this channel. It's a previous episode of our podcast where we talk about, comics and comic book.
I love it. You know what I will not be reading?
What?
This book called Long Shots number 1
with Mojo on the cover.
Yep. No, thank you. I'm good. It looks like they're returning to Planet Hulk. If you're a Planet Hulk fan, there's also this Marvel Black, White, and Blood and Guts.
Okay, that's neat. I might check that out. Who knows?
Right. Oh, it's for October. It's Marvel's collection. We had
book.
The Satanic Panic book from DC. So for Marvel, you're going to be getting Marvel's Black, White, Blood, and Guts.
Okay, cool.
For October, which will include creators such as Al Ewing, Kev Walker, G. Willow Wilson, Chris Condon. I'm just kind of scrolling through here quickly. A bunch of different stories, it looks like, in there. Again, it's going to be not as large as the other one. So this is only 40 pages.
Oh,
cool. It only runs you $6.
Okay.
So
Event Horizon Dark Descent number 2 is coming out. Well, I read that too.
I know, but I liked it more.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, go ahead.
No, you already did it.
Well, it's coming out. That's great.
Boo.
And I'm going to give this a read. Harley Quinn with Elvira number 1 is coming out. That sounds fun. Actually, I talked to the creative team on this very show about it. So if you haven't already checked it out.
Nice.
Amanda Connor, Jimmy Palmiotti.
If I have time, I might try Strange Tales. It looks cutesy fun.
Okay.
Cutesy fun, maybe. I don't know. Not the typical Strange Tales necessarily, but could be good. I'm going to be reading Event Horizon number 2.
Oh, yeah?
Because I liked it more than you.
Okay.
And you liked it.
Good. I hope you do.
We have fun here.
We do. It's a fun show. If you haven't already, you should like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications so you know when we're going live, which typically around Monday nights at 6:45 p.m. That's when this show drops live, and you should join us and hang out with us and have a great time like we just did.
Awesome.
Otherwise, check out Tiff's streams on twitch.tv/ComicPop and youtube.com/ComicPop Plays, and check out the bevy of videos that we drop on this channel on a regular basis. Otherwise,
we have one more super chat.
We have another super chat.
Otherwise, there's another super chat, so don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere until you read Dex Baker, who says, I'm replaying Spider-Man PS4 and Miles Morales since I finally got the sequel. Man, the Aunt May scene still destroys me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's destroying.
Yes.
Devastating.
Devastating is correct.
1,000%. I agree.
I cried on stream.
Yeah. Well, anyway, suffice to say, a lot of comics coming out this week. The week of Comic-Con.
Yes.
Oops. But yes, if you will be at Comic-Con, I hope to see you at the TMNT panel on Friday at 5:15 p.m.
Don't miss
in room 1C03.
I'll be there and working, apparently.
Yeah, she'll be shooting the thing.
Hopefully.
So, if you see a video of it, you'll know Tiffany filmed it. But also, come see us at New York Comic Con. We'll be there all 4 days, so hope to see you there. Check the post community tab for updates about what's going on and when. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Thanks to Super Chats for sponsoring today's show, and thank you to our chat for being cool and respectful in the comments. And we'll see you guys next time with another episode of Off the Rack. I'm Sal.
And I'm Tiffany.
So long, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.